Okay, so let's look at the essay about doing activities in groups. For some time now, ways of ameliorating intellectual abilities are being searched. Okay, there's a tense problem with this sentence. You're saying for some time now, so you need to use a present perfect. Okay, so for some time now, ways of, and I don't like ameliorating, I would say ways of improving or bettering if you want to use a new word. The ways of, I think you could say new ways of improving or bettering intellectual abilities have been looked for. Okay, but you definitely need present perfect now. Okay. Some hold the notion that there is greater improvement of mental capabilities during group work. Okay, that's fine. In this essay, I shall examine how research carried out in study groups and team sports strongly support this concept. Okay, good. You've given a clear thesis statement there. Okay, fine. To commence with, normally we would say to start with. That's a more natural expression. Okay. To start with, doing tasks in study groups lead to, so you'd have to say leads, to the gathering of several different ideas. Okay, ideas don't gather like that because a gathering is for people or a group of people and an idea is a thing. So we're going to have to change that to the gathering of several different ideas which cannot be got if one was alone. And I don't like to use the word got, it's too informal for an IELTS essay. Okay, so let's make a few changes. So you could say, first of all, doing tasks in study groups encourages, in study groups exposes people to different ideas which they would not receive if working alone. Okay, that would be a better way of doing it. Okay, furthermore, the exposure to this information, you've used the word exposure here, okay, the exposure to this information and its assimilation definitely boosts up, you have to delete the up, boosts intelligent. Okay, so after furthermore, comma, delete the. So furthermore, exposure to this information and its assimilation definitely boosts intelligence. Fine. This is because a group comprises, delete of, comprises, oh no, sorry, you can use it here, sorry, you can. This is because a group comprises of individuals with diverse educational and cultural backgrounds, that's fine. Delete thus, you can't have thus there. And you could connect here with just saying and with various levels of intelligence because you need to connect those two clauses. Okay. For instance, an experiment carried out recently in a secondary school of about 5,000 pupils for 2 years, just spacing there, consecutively demonstrated that students who often did their assignments in study groups had far way more better, okay, we need to change that, had far better results. You're mixing up two expressions there, which is way more and far more, but way more is quite informal, so stick with the far. So had far better results in their final exams than their peers who studied in isolation. That's fine. This therefore validates the fact that mental skills are improved during activities. Okay, I would change this a little bit. Mental activities are improved whilst doing activities in a group. Okay. Secondly, I'm not too keen on a paragraph starting with secondly. I usually see that more within a paragraph. You could say moreover or furthermore, just to keep your style more on the formal side. Okay. Small I for in. So furthermore, in a sport team which is an athletic group, There is always competition with others when practicing, and this leads to excellence. Okay, that's fine. This is due to the fact that it requires much more critical thinking to be able to beat several opponents in the team during practice. Okay, that's good. For example, the Italian Lawn Tennis Association did an investigation in 2018 and discovered that the reason, the reason why, so just delete for which and put why, the reason why its national lawn tennis player won his first gold medal that same year, after competing for 5 straight years and being always placed second, was mainly because he exercised in a group with other teammates and not just with his coach, as he had done in previous years. Okay, that's fine. If you put the comma in the right place, it greatly helps that sentence, because that's a very, very long sentence. So the importance of the comma in the right place is it contains the extra information. Okay, or alternatively, you could have made that into 2 sentences, because you have put a lot of information there. This clearly proves that he gained some mental skills when exercising with others. Okay, that sentence is fine, but I don't think it's right as a concluding sentence to your whole paragraph. Remember, your concluding sentence should sum up the whole paragraph, so not just talk about your example or one individual. So I would change that. You could say this clearly shows that team activities improve mental skills, or something like that. But you have to talk in general, not about one person. Okay. To conclude, I strongly agree with the fact that intellectual skills are improved more during group activities. If you want to just change using the word activities, you could say during teamwork or group work. You don't always have to say activities, or team sports or team games. Okay, so just so that you don't have too much repetition of the same word. Because of the progress acquired by an individual in a group sport and the positive results, 2 students, you need to change your preposition, results 2 students that study together. In fact is 2 words, so separate them. In fact, in the future, more educational systems will increase the number of tasks that have to be done in a group. When you're talking about the future, you can't be 100% sure, so you should say, in fact, in the future, more educational, it is predicted that, you could say it is predicted that, or expected that, more educational systems will increase the number of tasks that have to be done in a group. Okay. All right, fine, yes. Right, well, what you've done with this essay, you have given a clear viewpoint. You've supported your arguments, and you've given examples, which is good. So overall, well done. You've definitely fulfilled the task.